So hello to all my subscribers and watchers, old and new. Welcome to BeaDivineVintage. Today I am looking at Forrest. The word of inspiration is Forrest. And this is coming to you from Sharon at BeaDivineVintage with Sandra from Happy Stationery. And this Winter Woodland kit is available in her Etsy and Ko-fi. I'll put a link below. And also it's been created in conjunction with Crafting Dragon Designs, and Lindsey from the Vintage Button has helped Sandra to organise this fantastic junk journal January. So I'm sorry about the reflecting lights. I've done my best. However, this is what I'm going to show you to make, and it is a wonderful owl there, owl tag, situated within the middle of the forest. So I'm going to show you how to save your images that might be printed onto transparencies so that they don't rub off. As you can see, some bits have rubbed off on my fingers, and then sticking them in the book. So follow on and join me in my quest to bring this to you. So the first thing I did was print my images onto these transparencies. You can see them. So these are from the kit. I printed onto the transparency and then really careful not to touch. I think I did touch. I used some of this Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear. It's quick drying, non-yellowing. I love to use this. Sprayed it over, give it a good shake, sprayed it over. Within a few minutes it had dried and set the image onto my transparency. So I printed off 2 of those. So without further ado, I'm sorry about the light reflecting. There's not a lot I can do about it. So without further ado anyway, let's get on to these images, what we need to do. Okay, so I've cut that image down. There it is. So I want that to fall about there. This is vellum as well here, printed onto vellum. It's got this image behind it with the pine trees on, so you do actually see that through as well. So that, I thought if we put that onto there, you'll start and see in a moment what I'm trying to achieve. This is my other image from the other side, and it's only as we start to layer them up that we see our forest starting to develop. Yeah, I just might need to cut a little bit more off that. So what I'm going to do first now is I'm going to take my sellotape. I've got some vintage sellotape, and hopefully this will stick nicely onto here. Oops. So I want to stick it onto there. I'm doing it sort of on site as it was because I want it to be in exactly the right place. So I'm sticking that onto there. No, I'm not, because it doesn't want to stick, but it will do because I'll use some fabric tack on it. So it will, never fear. There's ways and means, aren't there? That's there. The top of this, it is a little bit fiddly. And that's the top of that piece. Now then, if this isn't sticking a little bit glueless actually, not clueless, glueless, because it's such old tape that I don't think there's any sticky on there. It's lost it. So I'm just putting a bit of sticky on there. We'll just stick that down. There's just a little bit coming over. Just use this little piece of tissue here just to capture that at the bottom. There we go. So that's that piece. And then what I'm going to do is on the other side of the transparency, there, I'm going to stick another piece down there. So again, I've got a little bit there with no sticky on. Let's just remove that. And let's just go down there so that we get it secured on two sides. Help to make it a little bit more secure on the page. I hope this turns out. It's the first time I've done it, so we'll find out, won't we? I mean, I've done this sort of thing before, but not with transparencies. I actually did it when I was training to be a nurse with the systems of the human body. So they all sort of piled up on top of each other. Right, that's on there. Okay, so we've got one little bit of our Forrest collection together. So now I put the opposite side to this, and I want to put that, let's have a look, I think I'll put that there. So again, let's get my sellotape and just seems to be a little patch of it lost its stickiness. Right, so we're just going to go down here. I'm going to grab that quick. Whoops, stuck to my scissors. It's the thing with sellotape, isn't it? It sticks just about anywhere and everywhere. Stick that down there. We'll open it up. There we go. Whoops. Right, let's just go take that back. I've actually missed. I put it all on the vellum, all on the transparency, not the picture, not the image. So let's put that back there. And let's just take that and go back down there to make sure we get it on the actual thing we're sticking it to, as well as on the transparency. So that will come out there. So we'll just now stick down this side. And on my magical Forrest, I was going to do the image, the envelope that I did, altered envelope with all the leaves stuck around it. But I was so excited to do it that I've already done it, so I had to think of something else. So that's there. That goes there. Then we've got our next set of transparencies. So we need to look again where we want our trees. Now that is very, very similar to there. So we could put it around there. And this tree down there. So I'm just going to trim these and I'll be back shortly. I'm sorry about the reflections and things. It's night time and I'm working with transparencies, so of course they're reflecting the light. You can see through them a little fairy on that page. Right, so I decided that these tree branches are going to come up at the top, so I'm going to put them there. So I just need to fasten that piece down. I'm going to take a piece of sellotape. It's getting trickier and trickier and trickier as I go along. You'll be pleased to know that I have fastened down the last piece, so you don't have to watch me going through all this again. Painstakingly. Watch me, I should say. That's there. And we'll on to the piece up at the top. I'm not gone far enough up at the top. It's not easy to see, you know, because it... Oh, my sellotape's folded. It's not easy to see because it is transparencies. And also because I can't have all the lights on because I won't be able to see because of the reflections. Right, we'll just open that and we'll just stick that down as well. Let's get a piece. Let's hope this is it. Whoops. Okie dokie, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Nope. That one. I've missed part of the transparency again. It's fiddly, but I think it's going to be worth it when we're done. Yeah, so let's just cut that little bit off there. Right. So, let's see if we can get the whole effect now. So we've got one down, one, we've got that one there, and then finally, this is the one that I already glued on. So you can see, I hope you can see that we've got there a forest, which we can enter into. And within the forest, I'm going to put this card and a little pocket for it. So let's just carefully glue the pocket in. I've already pre-cut this out. I've inked it and I've cut it out, inked it and stitched it as well. So let's just pop this into the forest, onto the paper there. That can go into there. Do you know what I think we'll do? I think we'll put one of the little woodland creatures. On here. I do like using transparencies, but I usually sort of use them with 2 pages stuck together and as an insert in the middle. So this has been a first time for me and a learning curve as well. I'm going to get this heart. Just cut this heart. Right, so as you can see, we're working with Sandra from Happy Stationery. So Sandra is responsible for the graphics, along with crafting dragon designs on Etsy. If you go to Sandra's Etsy shop or on Ko-fi, that's Happy Stationery. Oh, there's an owl hooting. I don't know if you heard it then. There's an owl hooting. He sits in a tree just behind my house. or on the neighbour's roof across the road. So yeah, so Be Happy Stationery. So if you go to Sandra's Ko-fi or Etsy, Be Happy Stationery, you can buy this woodland, magical woodland kit. It's not magical woodland kit, is it? I've said the wrong word there. It is the Winter Woodland kit, Winter Woodland, and it's also, this has been done by Crafting Dragon Designs on Etsy, and then Lindsey from the Vintage Button has helped to promote the Junk Journal January UK. So yeah, pop over to Etsy and Ko-fi to Be Happy Stationery. I'm not sure if there's still a discount on this kit, but you can sure as eggs have a look. And it's Winter Woodland. The kit is Winter Woodland. I think I'm so cold that my brain's frozen. However, I'm trying to think, well, I'm lucky because my friend, she's my friend, yeah, we've never met, so we're sort of pen pals across the sea. Carol has told me that it's 40 below zero in Minnesota, and snowing and snowing and snowing. Now, I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it sounds cold to me. Now here, actually 3 degrees, so it's literally Caribbean here compared to Minnesota and probably lots of other places in the USA. But I'm just so cold. I'm not good in cold. So there we go. So we go through the forest. Let's get it the right way. Yeah, through the forest to get to our tag in the middle there. Okay, I'm just trying it with the camera at a different angle now to see if we can get a better image. So this is day 27 of Junk Journal January UK, and I'm working with the kit Winter Wonderland by Sandra from Be Happy Stationery. So that's Sandra, and this kit is available in a Ko-fi shop and Etsy shop, and she's done it in conjunction with Crafting Dragon Designs. They are on Etsy, but also in conjunction with Lindsey from the Vintage Button. So let's see if we can see this better now. So I've laid up the transparencies because the image I wanted was that we look as though we're looking through trees, like you do in the forest. And so we can see the layers here. And then as we go through the trees, through the layers, the trees become less. I keep peeping there at my screen. And less. And then here, in the middle of the forest, is our tag in this pocket. They are such lovely, lovely graphics, these. Sandra, you've done an amazing job with these. So there we go. Let's close the forest back up, and you can see the trees layering back up. So I really do hope you've got a much better image there. I'm really hoping. We can do but try, can't we? It's been a labour of love trying to get this video done at night time and ready to go out for the 27th tomorrow. Perhaps I shouldn't have left it till this evening, but I never thought about these transparencies reflecting so much light. So I hope you've enjoyed this video as best as you can with my technical glitches. Please like and please subscribe. Comments would be great as well. And I will see you again soon. So you've been watching Sharon at BeaDivineVintage. Thank you.